I came across a little bit of a predicament today. There's this dude that joined my server, and he was trying to pretend that he wanted to be a coder for my server, basically just someone that helps me out with plugins, developing, etc. So he joined the server, and he was like, "See you on or on?" That's literally the first thing he asked. He didn't even bother playing. He didn't bother playing survival or anything. He just asked if I was on. I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, hey, nice server." He was playing off, trying to pretend that he just wanted to be a regular. He's like, "You need a coder?" I told him, "Yeah, I need one." So he asked if it was a survival server. At this point, I was wondering, he should probably already know it's a survival server. Why would he be asking that? So he continued on. Was like, "Okay, then when you like to use my coded plugin, it makes it to where the player dies, they'll keep all their items." So it's like, that'd be awesome. And I was like, "Can you prove that the plugin is real?" Because I know that there are plugins that can override the server commands to give them permissions. So it's like, I can show you it on my server. And I asked him if it was on Bucket Dev. Bucket Dev is where you can find plugins for your servers. And he said no, he hasn't released it because he's afraid of people changing the name and claiming it. So I looked them up on Google, OGX Chrome, and there were probably about 20 pages of a bunch of different websites from different servers he has been on. So I'm wondering if maybe he's just an avid player, or if he's been trying to do this on other servers. So I told him to link me on TTG because I don't let people use my Skype account for obvious reasons. And here we go. I'll just make a TTG account real quick. So about 5 minutes later, he comes back and he says, "Okay, I just messaged you on there." And right now, I see that he issues a server command for /plugins. It's like, I'm wondering, why would he want to see my plugins? He wants to know, I guess, if I have any protection. So he told me to go on his server so he can show me an example that is indeed working, and it looked legit. So I came back on, or I went onto his server, checked it out, and then I told him to send me it on TTG. He sent it to me on TTG. Then I decided that instead of putting it on my server instantly, I was going to decompile the code and see what came in. So when I went, this is what he sent me in a link. Man, what's this in okay, this is what he sent me. He sent me the file on MediaFire, and the name of the file was itemkeep.jar. So, okay, seems legit. Clicked it, downloaded it, and I decompiled the code, and then I found out that what I thought it was indeed true. It's an op plugin. What the op plugin does is that it overrides all administrative commands, and it gives any user the ability to make themselves op and de-op anyone they want. Meaning I would not be an op on my server anymore, I would not be the owner, I would not be the administrator. The only way I can do anything to keep my server alive is by doing it in console. So I could simply just close out a console, but not all people know that, so they could end up doing way more damage than what should be. So right here it says, "Yeah, you're op, thanks to minions, man. No one else knows. You just de-opt yourself. Lol, you're fucked. The server fucking sucks. Please ban me. Lol, I a hacker. I opt myself. Lol, lol, ban, lol, lol. You just been made off. Don't believe me? Try a few commands. You've just been de-opt. Don't believe me? Too bad. Control ban, make off, make de-opt. These are the commands that you can use on the server." So I went back onto my server. I was viewing this source code. Here was where I was. Even here, at this point, I guess he thought that I was stupid enough to actually put it on my server, and that's when he used the command /op me, which is what gives him the access to op himself and override my server. So I viewed the source code. Do you think I'm dumb? And then he still plays it off. He's like, "And it's a plugin where you can keep your items." No. No, it wasn't. So, at this point, I decided I would ban him, get him off my server. That's pretty much it. Now, the reason I decided to make this video is because I want to tell you guys how easy it is for someone to easily hack your server. You really need to be on the lookout if you're a beginner to making a survival server, or any server for that matter, because it is really easy for people to override your server. Just make sure you have all proper permission sets, make sure you have your proper command sets, because in the end, if you don't have all that set, you will be screwed over. Thank you and bye.